This is the 411 with Jessica Washington. This week, we're sitting down with Aimee Allison, founder and president of She the People. We're going to talk about the power of progressive women in politics and also the chaos in the House. Are there candidates, are there races where you think people are underestimating women of color, specifically in the United States?
Looking forward to 2024, it is looking in key states like Ohio, like Arizona, like Pennsylvania. Summer Lee is going to be very important, like Michigan, Rashida Tlaib, the only Palestinian American representing Detroit. These are the existing, leaders who have to be shored up, supported. We need money. We need, support around in order for them to be reelected. The problem is that the Democratic Party and the committee behind it, the DCCC, hasn't put the focus and the money behind some of these key leaders, so that we are risking losing in swing states the very leaders who not only did we work hard to elect, but that are carrying a message and a politics that are exciting to the voters.
Why do you think the DCCC and these other Democratic groups have not invested in women of color candidates like they should be?
I think our political culture needs to shift in order to value many things that women of color are bringing to this country right now. First and foremost, valuing us as voters, not just voters for somebody else who looks different from us, who carries a different politics that we don't necessarily agree on, that we have to hold our nose and vote for. Not that. The value of the savvy of women of color and our core values that we're leading with, love and democracy and fairness. And these are the things that animate the politics of everyday women of color. That's first. The second is the quality of our leadership. It isn't just a check the box, which younger Black and brown women really don't think representation's enough. They've seen, hey, I don't want just someone sitting in there that looks like me. I want them to work for our interests. The quality, the courageous leadership that we've been talking about, that's a kind of leadership that people of all races and genders can get behind. They undervalue the power of that to unite a multiracial voting coalition and strengthen a whole new group of people that have the power to elect statewide offices as well as the presidency. And because those two things are undervalued, what we see in this far out from the election is we don't see money being spent on organizations on the ground whose job it is to talk to everyday people about their concerns and what kinds of policies and what kind of politics will help to change their lives.
So we do officially have a speaker, Mike Johnson. He was just elected as speaker. But kind of how does this chaos, and also how does the choice of someone who is very, very far right, how does that affect everyday Americans, particularly Black Americans?
I think we've all got to be really concerned. Effectively, we have been operating in all this chaos with a one-party system. The Republican Party hasn't been functional. The issue for us is, how are we going to get anything done with a far-right speaker who obviously will be doing their best to silence those of us who are bringing our issues in Congress, our elected officials from our communities. But also, what are we going to do so that the Democrats have the majority come January 2025?